Hey there, welcome to King, Ethan, and Evan learning videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the fun.
Sun-baked slaves suffer, spirits crushed. The air vibrates with the sharp sting of whips and the demeaning shouts of overseers, each crack and cry a brutal reminder of their captivity. Jochebed, Vorit, perseveres. Her every movement is a testament to her resilience. In the dim confines of Jochebed's humble hut, a newborn's cry pierces the night as Moses enters the world, a beacon of hope amid looming shadows. Amram's eyes reflect a silent battle between paternal love and the chilling specter of Pharaoh's decree as he gazes upon his son. In the quiet stillness, the weight of Pharaoh's cruel edict casts a pall over their joy, knowing their son's life hangs precariously in the balance. Days later, inside Jochebed's humble hut, worry etches her face as she nurses Moses, the crushing weight of her secret bearing down. The knowledge that she cannot forever protect him from Pharaoh's cruel decree fills her with dread, her eyes reflecting desperate resolve. In the dim light of the hut, a desperate plan begins to form in Jochebed's mind, her gaze hardening with grim determination. Jochebed hides Moses in a basket. From a distance, Miriam stands as a silent guardian, her watchful gaze fixed on the heart-rending scene unfolding before her. With a final, agonizing push, Jochebed releases the basket, entrusting her son to the unpredictable currents of the Nile. The basket drifts away, carrying with it a mother's love and a nation's hope towards an uncertain destiny. Adrift on the timeless Nile, a humble basket embarks on a perilous journey, carried by the gentle currents. Along the verdant riverbank, Miriam's watchful eyes guard the fragile vessel, her heart a tempest of hope and fear. Each ripple and rustle whispers secrets and threats, as destiny's hand guides the basket towards an unknown horizon. In the radiant Pharaoh's palace gardens, Batya and her handmaidens leisurely meander, their laughter echoing amidst the blooms. Drifting on the gentle breeze, a faint, heart-rending sound pierces the idyllic scene. The tranquility shatters as the reveals. They hear a baby crying. Nile basket, bring it to me. Driven by duty, the handmaiden rushes into the river, the woven basket now within her grasp, as Batya's anticipation heightens. Batya unveils a baby and reads. In a moment of profound empathy, Batya gazes upon the child, her heart swelling with an overwhelming wave of compassion. In the opulent Pharaoh's palace, Batya tenderly presents baby Moses, a silent plea in her eyes. Pharaoh, a figure of unyielding power, betrays a fleeting moment of contemplation as he gazes upon the child. Pharaoh, though unyielding, allows Batya to keep the child. He decrees that the boy will be raised within the palace walls as an Egyptian prince. Within the opulent Pharaoh's palace, Batya cradles a precious infant, her eyes reflecting an unwavering resolve to shield him from harm. Batya, gazing upon the child, softly proclaims, "I name you Moses, for you were drawn from the water." Batya finishes with a solemn vow, "I promise to protect you." Beneath the relentless sun, Miriam approaches Batya with a hopeful plea, the Nile shimmering with unspoken possibilities. With a subtle gesture towards the Hebrew encampments, Miriam offers, "I can find a Hebrew woman to nurse the baby if you wish." Batya responds with warmth, "Yes, please do. That would be wonderful." A glimmer of hope sparking in her eyes as the sun casts long shadows. Their clandestine pact is sealed amidst the whispers of the ancient Nile. In Jochebed's humble hut, Miriam guides her mother as Batya's regal presence fills the modest space. Batya commands with noble authority, "I need a wet nurse for the child, someone trustworthy." Miriam's quick thinking offers hope. "My mother is a Hebrew woman and a skilled nurse. She lives nearby." Batya agrees with royal resolve. "Very well, bring her forth." With an offer that veils destiny, Batya declares, "You will be compensated handsomely to care for him, to nurture him as your own. Do you accept?" Jochebed accepts with a mother's hidden joy and sorrow. "I do." In a moment of unspoken reunion, mother and son are reunited in a tender embrace, veiled in secrecy from Batya. Years later, within the opulent Pharaoh's palace, a youthful Moses revels in joyous innocence. Batia's tender affection envelops him, a mother's love shielding him from the stark truth of his origins. Oblivious to the secret that binds his fate, Moses remains blissfully ignorant of the heritage concealed within his heart. Under the relentless sun, Hebrew slaves toil, their bodies weary and spirits crushed by the whips of Egyptian taskmasters. Young Moses, a silent observer, witnesses the suffering of the Hebrew slaves, a shadow of doubt clouding his youthful face. In a moment of profound realization, Moses begins to question his identity, torn between the opulence of Egyptian society and the misery surrounding him. The stark contrast between Moses' opulent upbringing and the slaves' crushing misery fuels a growing sense of unease and moral conflict within him. In the dimly lit Pharaoh's palace, shadows dance as Moses lurks, his figure swallowed by the night's embrace. Like daggers in the dark, Batia and Pharaoh's hushed words shatter the silence, unveiling a truth Moses never knew. The revelation of his birth hits Moses like a tidal wave, his face a canvas of shock, confusion, and utter disbelief. Under the scorching sun, Moses witnesses a brutal act as an Egyptian overseer lashes a Hebrew slave, the overseer's laughter cutting through the air. A wave of fury floods Moses as he watches the merciless beating, his heart pounding with righteous anger. Driven by uncontrollable wrath, Moses intervenes, stepping between the oppressor and the oppressed. In a moment of explosive rage, Moses strikes the overseer, silencing his cruel laughter forever. Fleeing Egypt, Moses is swallowed by the desolate desert, his face mirroring a profound fear. The relentless sun scorches the earth, mirroring the uncertainty that weighs heavily on Moses with each weary step. In the vast expanse, hope dwindles as the desert offers no solace, only the echo of an uncertain future. Under the vast, unforgiving sky of Midian, Moses comes upon a well, a beacon of life in the arid landscape. In a moment of stark injustice, a group of women find themselves besieged by the callous aggression of shepherds. The air crackles with tension as the vulnerability of the women clashes against the shepherds' crude dominance. The scene unfolds with raw intensity as the ancient struggle for survival and justice plays out under the unblinking gaze of the desert sun. Flickering lamplight casts dancing shadows across the woven walls of Jethro's tent, hinting at untold stories within. Weary and travel-worn, Moses steps into the humble dwelling, seeking refuge from the harsh desert. Jethro, with kind eyes and a weathered face, welcomes Moses, offering him a chance at a new beginning. The air hangs heavy with the scent of herbs and desert spices, enveloping Moses in an atmosphere of peace and tranquility. Years later, near Mount Horeb, Moses watches over Jethro's flock, his gaze drawn to a burning bush ablaze with wild flames. In a moment of divine mystery, the bush burns intensely, yet remains miraculously untouched and unconsumed by the fire. Divine flames crackle in the bush. From the heart of the unconsumed flames, a voice echoes with ancient power, declaring, "I am who I am." The divine voice commands, "Tell them, I am has sent you." The voice resounds with a mission of liberation. Return to Egypt and free the Israelites from slavery. On Mount Horeb, a hesitant Moses finally yields to the divine command, setting forth on his destined path back to Egypt. With a mix of trepidation and resolve etched on his face, Moses begins his journey, each step carrying the weight of destiny. Beneath the relentless sun, Moses embarks on his journey, his silhouette, a solitary figure against the golden expanse of the desert, symbolizing the weight of his mission. Under the relentless sun, Moses approaches the Egyptian border, an odyssey of destiny etched upon his determined face. Each step is a testament to his courage, as fear and resolve duel within his soul, shaping his resolute stride. Beside him, Aaron stands as a beacon of strength, a silent promise of unwavering support in the face of looming trials. Together, they advance, the fate of a nation hanging heavy in the balance with each stride. In the modest confines of Jochebed's hut, a reunion unfolds, brimming with raw emotion. Moses and Jochebed embrace, a powerful symbol of motherly love rekindled as years of longing melt away in a single moment. Miriam joins the embrace, her radiant smile reflecting the collective relief and happiness of their reunited family. In a moment of shared conviction, they pledge their unwavering support, reinforcing the bonds that time could not diminish.
Thanks for watching King, Ethan, and Evan learning videos. We hope you had fun and learned something new today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell so you don't miss out on more awesome learning adventures. See you next time!